Salut, c'est Teacher Troy et aujourd'hui on a une vidéo très funny. Cette vidéo c'est avec Kevin Hart, une comédienne aux États-Unis. Mais avant de commencer, écoute bien. Si tu as du mal à parler anglais, si tu comprends, mais les mots ne sortent pas, ne t'inquiète pas, on est là pour ça. Comprehensible input. C'est quoi comprehensible input? Comprehensible input c'est quand les gens comme moi parlent dans une façon très lente et simple pour toi et comme ça, tu peux comprendre et parler anglais sans y penser. Vous êtes prêts? Let's attack the podcast. Okay, here we have Kevin Hart and he's speaking about plastic surgery. Plastic surgery is la chirurgie pour changer ton corps ou peut-être ton visage. Plastic surgery. And he thinks it's a big problem in society. But before we start, remember, we're listening to English together. He's going to speak a little fast. Don't worry. Just sit back, listen, and enjoy the podcast. Let's go.
I'm talking about plastic surgery. Let's get into it. I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it. What the fuck is going on, man? What the fuck is going on? Plastic surgery is at an all-time high. I don't even know if you know this, but back in the day, plastic surgery was a secret. Like, nobody wanted anybody to know that they were getting work done.
He said plastic surgery is at an all-time high. That means it's the highest point. It's at the highest point. It's at an all-time high. He's saying plastic surgery is at an all-time high. And he also said, what the F is going on in society? What's going on right now? Let's continue.
It was all nose jobs and titty jobs. Nose, titties. Nose, titties, nose, titties. That's all it was. Back in the day.
He's saying back in the day. That's another English saying that just means in the past. Back in the day, it was only nose jobs and titty jobs. Titty is the nichon. Yes, we need to know all English vocabulary, but let's continue. Yes, back in the day, only nose jobs and there you go, titty jobs. Titty say the nichon. All right, let's continue.
People got mad at their doctor. You better not say shit about what happened here today. Only two people that we knew that got work done back in the day was Dolly Parton and Michael Jackson. That's a fucking fact. Those are the only two people. Mike showed up with that new nose. We knew. That's not your nose, Mike. Something happened.
Yes, he said only two people back in the day got plastic surgery. One was Michael Jackson, and when he showed up with a new nose, he said, what's going on with the new nose?"
That's not the same nose.
Not the same nose.
Today it's
Not the
different.
same
Everybody's getting work
nose.
done. Men, women. Women have taken it to a new level, though. The new shit that the women are doing is the BBL. The BBL. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. These bitches look like ants. That's right.
Oh, now he's speaking about the BBL, the plastic surgery. When you change your body, you get a smaller waist, wider hips, BBLs. And he's saying these BITCHES, yes, if you got it, look like ants. They look like ants. They for me. They look like ants.
I said it. They look like ants. Somebody's gotta say it. Somebody's gotta say it.
Somebody's gotta say it. In English, we love to make words shorter. So, gotta, c'est un exemple de ça. À la place de saying going to, you say gotta. Somebody's gotta say it. Someone has to say it. Has got to say it. Has got to is has is gotta say it.
If you don't believe me, I challenge you to go look at a picture of an ant and tell me I'm fucking lying. Big ass head, little neck, hard chest, skinny waist, fat ass. You ever see an ant ass? Ants got ass. You ever see an
Now he's saying ants have ass. Ass is le fessier, or in a good English term, you can say butt, or you can say the derrière. You can say derrière, even in English. It's an English saying, watch my derrière. Voila. So you can even stay in French and say derrière. It's more polite. Ass is not very polite. Only with friends and family, if your family will let you say it. I know my mother would never allow me to say this word. But we're watching Kevin Hart, and to learn English, we need to watch different things from science to comedy to history to learn all of the language, have all of the language in your brain, ton cerveau. All right, what do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. Do people with BBLs look like ants? I don't know. Let's see. Let's continue.
ant? If I was an insect, I'd fuck an ant. Swear to God, I'd do it. Everybody wants change. Everybody's looking for change. A friend of mine's got a huge forehead, right? One of the worst foreheads I've ever seen in my fucking life. Huge.
That one of my friends has a big forehead. Forehead is ton front, ton forehead. So he said one of my friend has a big forehead. Let's see what maybe his friend wants to get plastic surgery. I don't know. Let's see what Kevin has to say.
Told me the other day, he said, Kev, I'm thinking about getting my forehead reduced. This is what he said to me. I couldn't believe what the fuck I heard. I said, what the fuck you just say to me? He said, I'm thinking about getting my forehead reduced. I already talked to my doctor. He said he can do it. The average forehead is 4 fingers wide.
Average forehead is 4 fingers wide. Do I pass? Okay, I'm good. I got an average forehead. He's saying average forehead is 4 fingers.
He said, I got an 8 to 12 finger situation going on.
He said I have an 8 to 12 fingers. So his friend apparently has a forehead just to here.
But he can flip it down. He said he can flip it down. Flip it down?
Flip it down.
That's not a hat. What are you talking about? It's your fucking forehead, bitch. What about your brain? He said, oh, he can push that back. He gonna push that back. Raise my eyes up so I can see better. I bet you fucking will. Everybody wants change. LeBron James, real good friend of mine. Well, he was. He hasn't heard this joke yet.
Yeah, another really useful English saying. He's a real good friend of mine. If you're speaking in public, you can say, and you're talking about one of your friends, you can say, he's a real good friend of mine, Jimmy. Or he's a really good friend of mine. Or she's a really good friend of mine. Very good English saying, and he's using it to talk about LeBron James. He's a really good friend of mine. Let's continue.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
He said he's a real good friend of mine, but he hasn't heard this joke yet. So we'll see what happens. On verra. We'll see what happens.
I remember in the beginning of LeBron's career, he was going bald. His hair was real thin up top.
He was going bald. Bald Seychelles. LeBron James was going bald. A little he's saying LeBron James is going bald.
count the hairs on
Chèvre.
top of his
C'est chèvre or chèvre.
fucking hand. You know how I know that? Because I was the one counting the hairs on top of his fucking head. One!
Now he's explaining that he was with him and he was trying to count the hairs on his head, and he said one.
Two-ish-ish?
Another great English vocabulary, two-ish. You can say, you can add ish to the end of something, and it means it's not really that. So you can say, I'm having fun-ish. Oh, that means you're not having fun. Or I'm, those are clean-ish, or that's dirty-ish. It's in the middle. You can add ish to the end of things.
I didn't see Brian for like 3 weeks. I didn't see him and I didn't talk to him. Brian showed up at a wedding I was at. He had a head full of hair. Walked in that bitch with all his confidence like I didn't see him 3 weeks ago with the fucking truth on his goddamn head.
He said he saw LeBron 3 weeks later and he had a full head of hair. So talking more about surgeries, and I guess he got hair transplant surgery. So he's talking about and joking with his friend. Let's continue.
He walked in, he was like, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What up, what's going on? I said, what the fuck is going on with you? What the fuck is out of your goddamn head? People start kicking me. Chill, Cam, chill. I said, get your fucking feet off of me. Ain't no chill. I want to know what the fuck that is on Brian's head. But I'll tell you what it's not. I knew what it wasn't. I knew it wasn't a goddamn toupee. I knew that much. You know how I knew it wasn't a toupee? Because they don't make toupees. They never have. They never have.
So he's saying it wasn't a toupee. What happened? How did you change your hair? He's further continuing the joke. Let's continue. And what about you? What do you guys think about surgery nowadays? Do you think it's too much? Are we doing too much surgery? Should we just stay more natural? What do you guys think? Do you think that surgery is a good thing? It's a bad thing? Kevin Hart clearly is making a joke towards it. So let's continue to learn English with Kevin Hart and teacher Troy.
The fuck is that on your head, LeBron? Is it alive? Is it alive? Snatch it off right now.
C'est quoi ça sur ton tête? C'est vivante? Is it alive? What the F is that on your head? Is it alive? C'est vivante? Is it alive?
I wanted to. He's tall. I can't get no way I'm getting that. But you get what I'm saying.
Okay, we had a very funny video today. Thank you for watching. Oh, we're almost at 100 subscribers. If you're watching to the end, thank you very much. Merci pour votre support. Likez les vidéos, and I'll see you tomorrow. Salut!